C1, C2. No voltage. So we got a bad relay here. It's a cold start. I should have one in the truck. I gotta change this relay. And then the power to that circulator for heat. Power off, power on. I should kick that relay in. It's firing the boiler up to limit. Alright, so it's a bad control. Now they got the power off. I'll take this apart. B1, B2 goes down to the burner. That's the high limit. I gotta mark all this stuff. I'll mark all this stuff so I don't lose track of what goes where. Power off. Too black there. Got a little tube coming in here. And then this is circular 1 and 2, okay. So the yellow is the high limit. And red is B1. So that's going to go there in that blue element there. was happening. This thing was calling for heat. This was turned on, ran up high limit. No power going to the circulator. We're on the first floor zone. So the control's bad. And then the TT here. You gotta make sure you get the probe in all the way. Make sure the probe goes in. Make sure the probe goes in all the way. It won't work. Same control. There's about 102. Some lower voltage probably better. There's the TT. C1, C2, that goes to the circulator. C1. And then C2. There was no power going to this part of the control when it was calling before. Right there. Next one here is going to be power. Power coming in. L1, L2. Complaint here was second, but not the first. So came here, I checked it, and there was no power. This relay was pulled in, but there was no power going to that circulator. L1. And then L2. That's going to power up this controller with power. And then the thermostat will pull it in when it calls for heat. This is what they call a cold start. Doesn't maintain temperature at all. Alright, L1, L2. And then the last one is going to be the burner circuit. There's a different adapter here on this. A little better. I don't like the other way. The other one was fitting, so I'll use this one instead. Burner neutrals B2. Alright, B1 has got a speed connection. I gotta do something with that. Put a lug on this one too. That's an Allen screw. One of these you can tie into, and one of them you can't. The one with the pin you can't tie into. This one you can. Alright, the B1 has got a speed connection, so I'll put that on there like that. And then this one here. That's an Allen screw. When you put the stuff in there, it's going to open and close by itself, you know, like that. running now. You can see that's pulled out. When that calls for heat, this relay will pull out. Power to the burner and to the circulator. Running now. Alright guys, when I come here, I complain about the first floor wasn't working, the zones. I replace that control. There's no one here. Starting to come back warm now. Purge stations. Circulator's on the turn. That's second. AFG. Storage tank. Fuel checks. Sure. Alright guys, a little closer look at that control here in the truck. Basically what you got there is you got the TT. Okay, over here you got L1, L2. Burn up B1, B2. And then you got the circulator, C1, C2. You got your high limit here. And this is just a relay. When the thermostat calls, this will pull out. When that TT engages from the thermostat, this will engage. Pull that in there. What it'll do is it'll start up the burner, which is a 110 circuit, and it'll start up the circulator, which is a 110 circuit. And it'll run up the high limit, whatever this limit's set at. This one's set at 190. This is adjustable. This is strictly a cold start boiler. It's just got a high limit, no limit. And what happens is there was a wire hook to this limit here, this control. Basically, what that was doing is that was the second floor relay coming over to fire up the burner. If you feed power into this will fire the burner, just the burner circuit. It'll run up to high limit and shut off. When this gets up to limit, if you're feeding through here, obviously you're not working this circuit here, this circulator circuit. You're working the one off the other relay. How this burner circuit works, if TT's engaged, TT's here engaged, when this thing runs up the high limit, whatever the limit set at 190, alright, the burner will shut off because it's off on high limit, but the circulator will continue to run until the TT gets satisfied and drops out. But what happened on this job was this TT was energized. You could tell by this thing was kicked in. I didn't have power when I got there to the burner because it was off on high limit. But what happened if it was like below the 190, the burner would be running. This should have had power going to the circulator, which it didn't. So this part of the relay was bad. This part of the relay right here was bad on this. So I had to change it. And what I put in there was 110 burner circuit, 24 volt, which would be the low voltage. Circulator controls 110, just the high limit. No low limit, just a high limit. Another thing you need to know on these is this probe has to be in all the way into that well. I've seen these where these run in all the way and they act up. A little wiring diagram here. You can see that one off the secondary control to that, the B on the high limit would fire up the burner. Right there, that B terminal.